throw it up. Watch it all fall out. Blow it up, that's how we ball out. Throw it up, watch it all fall out.
Hey y'all, it's Kristen with the Daily S.L.A.Y. I'm here today with Daniela from the Makeup Zone.
Hi!
So today we're going to be doing a classic and timeless after 5 event look. I get so many questions about my makeup, and honestly you guys, like, I'm so bad at it, and this is the woman behind the magic.
She's not that bad.
So she's going to show you one of my favorite looks, which is going to be kind of like a matte, like inspired Rihanna look, so it's really fun. So I hope you guys learned something. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk through a lot of tips.
So first we're gonna use Release, which is my favorite moisturizer. I always do this on most of my clients just because it's a nice primer. It hydrates your skin and it helps your makeup stay like all day long. You can also layer it before you go to bed to kind of have like a nice little hydrating mask, which I usually do just so that the next day my skin is like nice and plump. So I'm gonna use a mixture of two foundations. I usually work with creams, like if I'm doing like more TV or like something that I want it to be like super long lasting. For events, I can vary. I can do either a foundation that is a liquid or a cream, you know, whichever.
Did you always recommend like full coverage, or does it kind of depend on the skin?
I do when it is an event, just because when you get your makeup done, that's like the thing that you want. You know, you don't want your makeup to be just too light where it doesn't last.
Yeah.
I'm not saying add more so that it stays on all day, but I'm just saying if you use a product that it's a small amount but full coverage, it will give you a really long-lasting look.
So where are the perfect places to apply concealer?
So I like to use a concealer that also highlights. That way you can bring forward certain areas of your face and make it more appealing and more beautiful. So I like to apply it right under the eye, and I always use kind of like a triangular motion. And yeah, it's a lot of product, but again, this is event makeup, so it needs to be really full coverage. If you smile, it's easier to see where your cheekbones are, so you don't drag it too low and then your cheekbones look too low.
So it's better to smile and not
always
do duck lips.
Correct. Yeah, for sure. So the duck lip, do a duck lip just to show you. So it will kind of shadow. So you will go in the shadow, and sometimes you tend to go too low. So I'd rather smile. That way you just hug your cheek. So it's just easier to see where the contour goes for me. Take a smaller brush to contour your nose. And so, well, Kristen has a beautiful nose, so all I do is I just go down the sides of your nose really lightly. There's one thing that I don't love, and it's when you can actually see the lines so obvious. So just make sure you put the color in, and then you blend. And the blending, if you're doing a blending for like 30 seconds, you're being cheap on the blending. You have to blend at least a minute, like a hot minute blending. Don't do the number 11 because it's literally like one.
Yeah.
Like you can, and just depends too. Like depends on the type of nose that you have. So contouring your nose is definitely something that you want to practice. It's not like, oh, let's just contour my nose. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna spray your face with some finishing spray. This is Skintinavia, and it will just make your skin look so much more natural. Though we know all the steps that we did. I'm just gonna start with a dark brown, which is the same eyeshadow that I use to contour you. And I'll just go right on the outer corner with a blending brush and just bringing it into the crease area. So when you open your eyes, it should give you more of that depth. This is burgundy. So I'm gonna use this nice little purplish color. Pretty. So pretty.
And then you apply this kind of in the same area, or?
Kind of in the same area, a little bit below it, so that I can still see the first tone kind of peeking through. So it's just more in the outer corner and just kind of bringing it into the inner corner. And I use kind of like the lighter pinkish color on the palette. And I'm just gonna pat this into the center of your eye. You don't blend it, you basically like press it into the lower lid. That way you can keep the pigment you know, really bright, because if you blend it too much, then it will kind of like blend everything together. So you kind of want to be really specific. Like the thing with makeup, and that's one of the things that I always teach when I do like the one-on-one lessons with my clients, is be really specific with the placement. So if you place it correctly, it's gonna look good. If you just, you know, put it everywhere, then that's when it starts being like, oh my gosh, what happened? I'm just using some black eyeshadow here, and it's gonna be really close to the lashes in the outer corner. Yeah, so it just gives you more of that elongated shape on the eye.
Do you have any tips for like doing eyeliner yourself? Because I know whenever I do it, I like flinch and then I mess up and then I'm like upset. and then I'm gonna start over.
I usually make sure I am in a table and I'm like, I have my elbow down and it's like firm. That way it's not like wiggly and I just don't know if I have control of my hand. So like make sure you place your elbow down and then just kind of go in, and you can pull with one finger and just kind of go in there, but make sure that your hand is steady. I also have a nice pretty burgundy shade here. Okay. I'm just gonna add this one underneath. Make sure when you do this step, don't move your brush side to side. It's more of a patting, like a pressing sort of motion. That way there's no fallout.
Okay.
So it's a really helpful thing to do.
So a lot of my followers have questions about brows.
The brows.
Yes.
Yeah, brows are definitely a thing that you don't wanna just forget about. Like this is basically the most important part of the eye makeup. I'm not kidding you. Just because it will frame the eyes. If you don't have brows, then it's kind of hard to, you know, frame those beautiful eyes. Like you can still see like something's missing, right? If you have a little brow or somewhat enough brow, like you per se, I will always use either a pencil or a powder. You know, I wouldn't necessarily go for the gel just because gels are a lot more thick. Start at the bottom and then just kind of go with the original shape of your brow. Make sure you elongate them really nicely. If you don't have brows and you're considering to tattoo them or something like that, microblading is a really good thing that I've been doing a lot, and I love doing it as much as I love doing makeup. This is Night Moth lip liner by MAC. I normally don't use lip liner if I do like a liquid lipstick or something, but when I do a regular lipstick, I always do the liner for sure. This is the color Instigator. It's a really fun color. And if you don't have this color but you have the liner, you can just do the liner all over the lips. It works just as good. If you want to modify your lipstick a little bit, I'll just take a little translucent powder and dab onto it, and then just definitely to make more of a matte finish.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys got some awesome tips. Daniela is so helpful. And if you guys are ever looking for her, again, she's at the Makeup Zone, and you can look below to get her information, her Instagram. I'll put the website link as well. Make sure you come see her. She does like, I don't know, so many different services like event glam, or just like a night out, microblading, holiday specials, anything you could think of. So please come see the Makeup Zone. I promise you, like, they will just get your life. Like, I love leaving here. It's just so amazing. I don't like it to leave. But I love them so much. So guys, please make sure you check them out, and thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.